There seems to be a lot of shifting ground and rhetoric here in Israel at the moment, and it is focused around Gaza, and it does seem to point towards a shift potentially towards maybe a deal with Hamas over Gaza, maybe. So what has the Prime Minister said? He had a meeting where he was addressing the internal security, Shin Bet, just in the past few hours, and he told them that the sort of victory in Iran had created new opportunities, and he used some language that he hasn't used before. He said out of those opportunities, making the priority first getting the hostages out of Gaza. That's the first time he's used that kind of language. He previously talked about defeating Hamas and then as a result of that getting the hostages. Now he's putting the hostages first, it appears. The family forum representing the hostages say that this is positive, finally putting them first. This is what they've always wanted him to do. So that's a change in rhetoric. You have as well the law courts that were going to be having testimony from Prime Minister Netanyahu this week about these allegations of corruption that he's facing. They've put his testimony on hold for a whole week, which again seems to hint that the Prime Minister has some highly important things scheduled coming up. Of those top officials that the Prime Minister is meeting with at the moment include Ron Dermer, a top confidant, if you will, who's expected to go to Washington, D.C. just in the next few days. It's creating that speculation that perhaps alongside President Trump, Prime Minister Netanyahu really is moving to a deal. And another surprise announcement coming from the government today announcing that those communities around Gaza, the places that Hamas overran October 7th, like Kfar Azar, near Oz, Be'eri, that the government no longer sees a security concern there. And they're saying as of the end of the next month, any families who were relocated and funded by the government to live elsewhere in the country will lose that funding. This is the first time the government has indicated they don't see a security threat around these communities. And those communities are saying, hold on a minute, we think that this is a dangerous move. However, if this is the case, if no longer a security threat, then get the hostages home. That to them means an end to the war. So a lot seems to be changing at the moment. I would emphasize seems to be. A lot of it's new. Nick Robertson, CNN, Jerusalem.